Looking through the photos in this old newspaper he's been keeping, Yahi Bwata of Chibok is overcome by grief.
They are poor farmers. They don't have TV station or they want to broadcast to the world to see. They don't have radio station to voice out to the world to hear. But myself, I'm opportune to be in Lagos because I came. I do travel to Chibok every 3 months to see my people, to see my late brother's children.
In a brazen attack on the government secondary school in Chibok, Bwata's niece Comfort Bulus and more than 300 girls were kidnapped by insurgents from the Islamist sect Boko Haram, disguised as soldiers pretending to evacuate the girls to safety.
There's one guy riding Okada at Iboyefo. His younger sister is here. His girlfriend is here. Remember one of the abducted girls, newly married, white wedded, 3 days. After wedding, abduction took place.
The Bring Back Our Girls movement was born out of the frustration of Nigerian citizens who have protested and insist that the government and security forces bring back the girls to their loved ones and families.
Mr. President said the Chibok girls are alive. He should bring them for us. That's what I said. He should bring them for us. My daughter is alive. When he said they are alive, okay, he should bring them for us.
There have been reports that the Chibok girls were being held captive in Boko Haram's stronghold of Gwoza. But ever since the military recaptured Gwoza last month, with the help of a coalition of neighboring countries pushing back on the insurgents, there has been no sign of the missing girls. This is now raising concerns that they may have been used as human bombs, human shields, or even slaughtered. That's a reality Bwata is afraid of. Critics say Nigeria's outgoing president, Goodluck Jonathan, may have lost last month's presidential elections for failing to rescue the girls. Incoming President Muhammadu Buhari, who's due to be sworn in on May 29 after defeating Jonathan, vowed to crush the insurgents. Bwata believes this very much and can't wait to see his niece Comfort and her cousin Hawa Takai.
Well, they are my daughters. They are my daughters. And the grieveness have to hit me back. That's it, because I miss them.
In Lagos, Adaure Achumba, Arise News.
Well, for more on this story, I spoke to Adaure in Lagos and started by asking her about the primary objective of the ceremonies commemorating the girls' abduction.
These ceremonies now will be replicated again with that purpose of bringing back our girls, as the hashtag goes. The last time we saw this sort of rally was when the girls were kidnapped. The rally was so that there could be awareness to the issue. Remember, the government kept quiet on the issue and really couldn't even tell whether the girls were kidnapped or not, and how many girls were even kidnapped in the first place. So it is that sort of frustration and anger that brought about the Bring Back Our Girls movement. Today, there are going to be rallies. Many of the participants are going to be clad in red. They're going to be meeting at different parks in the city of Lagos, across Nigeria, and across the world. And they're going to be letting their voices heard, sending a very strong message to the government and to the military that they need to end this saga and not just bring back the girls. And if the girls are not alive, as has been insinuated by many, then they need to tell us what has happened to these girls. And that is the message that the rallies will be passing today.
And President Goodluck Jonathan says that political rivalries hampered in the government response to finding the girls. How fair an assessment is that, Adaure?
Well, that was the impression that was given to many Nigerians. First of all, the fact that the government didn't believe that the kidnapping happened in the first place. In fact, many Nigerians didn't believe. They baffled at how it was possible that the insurgents could go to a school that was supposed to be guarded by military personnel in an area that was near a military garrison and abduct about 300 girls. I mean, these are human beings that we're talking about, not cattle. So that concept quite didn't settle with many Nigerians. It wasn't until the villagers themselves began to cry out that this indeed happened, and that we started getting the stories behind the actual event of the kidnapping, how the insurgents disguised themselves as military men coming to rescue the girls and take them away to safety. Of course, believing that narrative, the girls followed their abductors only to discover then that they were actually Boko Haram insurgents. And after that, the government felt that, or at least gave the impression that it was something that was coordinated by an opposition. Again, many very different stories given as to why this would have happened in the first place. But of course, in the end, it was a massive embarrassment to Goodluck Jonathan's administration, and it's an embarrassment that has followed him into the down to the election, to the ballot boxes, and now an election that he has lost, many saying because of this very reason, not just the kidnapping, but just the way his administration handled the entire insurgency. Although towards the end of his administration, at the beginning of the year, we did see some rallying of the military with new equipment and also a partnership with neighboring countries that has helped to regain territories lost to insurgents and also swooped on them. But the girls still have not been located. They were supposed to be held in the Gwoza stronghold of Boko Haram, according to some witness accounts. But so far, after the recapture of Gwoza, still no signs of the girls, and that is very troubling for many.